Welcome back, and this time I'll show you the best glitches you should be using in Black Ops 6 right now. So let's try and glitch the likes up on this video to help my channel grow, and be sure to stay up to date on all glitches by tapping that subscribe button with notifications turned on. If you want to quickly level up the new event or farm unlimited Gobblegums, then you will love these glitches. The event is XP based with the final reward costing almost 400k XP, which you'll be able to unlock super fast using these exploits. If you want to reach high rounds fast, then head into Citadel and upgrade the Lion Sword. You're going to also need to have Ether Shroud with Dash Burst put onto it. Then grab a bunch of stems, or you'll have to craft the Mutant Injection. The Free Faller augment on the Stamina perk will make you immune to fall damage, so grab that and then take the cannon back to spawn to break the barrier. Destroy the car at spawn and then climb onto it. You'll need to make sure that you have automatic sprint turned on, and then while looking at the roof, push forward, activate Ether Shroud, and then quickly jump, and if done right, you'll be out of the map. It is important that you sprint forward a few feet and then quickly jump right after activating Ether Shroud, but the timing is tricky, so keep practicing until you get it to work. You can also get onto the roof by standing on the edge of the fountain and using the exact same glitch. Push forward, Ether Shroud, and then jump. Then you'll need to quickly move to the patio, or you're going to be teleported off the roof. Once you get up here, jump onto this invisible barrier and then move along the edge of it to reach another out-of-bounds area. You'll then need to run through a wall to drop down below the map and then quickly use the Mutant Injection. Then you're going to need to jump up on this wall to reach the Undercroft, and then jump up where I do and keep moving slowly to the right until you reach the top, and you may find this tricky to do the first time. Once you've reached the water, you'll stop taking death barrier damage, and then you can start a pile-up by climbing up onto a ledge. If you can't craft a Mutant Injection, then you can just use stems to reach this location instead. Again, you'll need to go into the out of bounds, but instead of going to the left, you'll want to go to the right, and be sure to use stems when you start taking damage. Once you reach this location, the death barrier damage will stop, and you can then follow the black floor around the corner to get up on top of the tunnel. Move fast and use stems if you start taking damage. Once you reach this location, you can drop down below the map to get to the Undercroft pile-up glitch. If the doors leading to the Undercroft are closed, then you'll take death barrier damage, so open up all the doors before doing this glitch. You can climb onto a ledge by looking up and spamming the jump button, and you can look at my minimap if you're having problems finding it. If you stand far enough back on the ledge, then all the zombies will start to pile up, but this doesn't always work for everyone. You can then use the sword to reach high rounds, and if you have a gun, you can refill ammo by using the Vulture Aid perk or the Hidden Impact augment. If you stand back too far, then you'll be easily knocked off, so just be careful. The other way to make the zombies pile up is by swimming below the map. Quickly touch your head on the floor in front of the hole and then climb back onto the ledge. Just swim down below it and then spam the jump button while looking up to easily get back up. You can then stay here as long as you want, farming XP or camos. And when you want out, you can use the Anywhere But Here Gobblegum. Or you can swim below the floor while looking up and spamming the jump button, which should eventually push you back into the map. Equip a lethal and jump onto the pillar, then use the Ether Shroud glitch again to reach a new pile-up spot. Look the same direction I do, push forward, use Ether Shroud, and then jump. And if timed right, you'll be on top of the tunnel. There is a death barrier up here, so you'll need to quickly dolphin dive over to the black floor so that you can drop down below the hall. Just be sure to move fast and follow my exact route. The death barrier damage will stop once you get below the hall, so then dolphin dive where I do to get on top of the quick revive room. Then you can drop down inside the wall to start a pile up. By standing in the right spot, all the zombies will start to pile up, so now just pin down the trigger to farm AFK XP, but this doesn't always work for everyone. If the zombies are not piling up, then just push up against the wall and move back and forth to get them to spawn in. With an upgraded sword and with the right augments, you'll be able to use this glitch to reach high rounds, or use it to farm AFK in directed mode. Vulture Aid is great for ammo along with the Hidden Impact augment on the melee perk, so you can even use this glitch to farm all the camos that you want. When you want out, just use the Anywhere But Here Gobblegum or just save and quit. You may find it too difficult to reach the other pile-up spot, so you can just stay at the first one instead, farming all the kills that you want, but sadly you won't be able to go AFK here. Liberty Falls is a great map to use for easy XP and camos. If you can keep all the doors on the roof closed, then you can make the zombies funnel towards you by standing in this location. This is perfect for directed mode since you can use this to easily unlock camos, but the vermin will sometimes spawn behind you, so just keep an eye on the minimap. If you get bored of the roof, unlock this door and then look below the bank's window to find another door that you can unlock. They removed this exploit at the beginning of Season 2 Reloaded, but it's now back in the game. You can then start farming kills inside the bank, but just make sure that you keep the doors closed. Stand with your back to the door in the hallway and kill all the zombies as they spawn in to farm easy XP, and explosive weapons like the GS45s make this very easy. If you get on the counter, then all the zombies will also get on the counter before they attack you. You can then use this to farm easy critical kills, or try doing this in standard mode if you're good enough at the game. If you keep these doors leading to the church closed, then you can camp at the top of the stairs to kill the zombies. The zombies spawn in far enough away, which makes them easy enough to kill, and explosive weapons like the GS45s work amazing here in standard mode. The last spot I'll show you is at spawn, and this spot is perfect for melee weapons. Stand on top of this dumpster, and all the zombies will have to climb it before they can attack you. Make sure you have all the proper perks if you plan on doing this in standard mode, and you'll be able to stay here for a good long time farming all the kills that you want. The easiest Godmode glitch working in the game right now can be done on Terminus. You can do this glitch completely solo, but you'll benefit from it more by playing with a friend. If you're doing this solo, you will need to have a self-revive, and you will also need a Molotov. You can also try making Mega Stuffy, who will act like a self-revive for 5 rounds. You'll need to complete the steps of the main Easter egg all the way right up until you can interact with Nathan's tank. Make sure you do not buy the PhD flopper perk or you won't take any fire damage. Once you can enter the code, throw the Molotov at your feet and then interact with the tank just before you go down. If the keypad popped up on the screen, you'll be in a no target god mode, but if it didn't, then the zombies will chase you. This means you'll need another Molotov and a self-revive, so make sure that you save up any salvage you get just in case you get the timing wrong. If you get the timing right, the keypad will pop up on the screen just before you go down. Then all the zombies in the game will ignore you. They will continue to spawn in, but they will no longer target you, which makes them very easy to kill. And the best spot to use solo is in this little room. All you need to do is stand in front of the doorway to block the zombies that are spawning in to create a pileup. If you're solo, stand right in the center of the doorway, and if you're doing this with a friend, then just stand beside each other. You can turn on the Rampage Inducer to make the zombies spawn in quicker, and I like using the GS45 pistols since they'll have explosive bullets when they're pack-a-punched, which will help you go through the rounds quicker. When the zombies stop spawning inside that room, you can go and stand in the corner and wait for them to spawn in, or you can run around looking for them to finish the round. You may need to run around a bit to find them all, and you can just use your minimap to locate them. As soon as the round switches, you'll want to quickly go back into the room to start killing them again. You lose God mode if you interact with the keypad again, but if you're doing this on a team, then all the players can get into the God mode except for the one activating the boss fight. The other benefit to having another player in the game is that they can act like a wall to create a pileup. Just stand inside the elevator and have the God mode player block the door. You can then stay here farming unlimited XP and Gobblegums while reaching high rounds. Keep in mind that some of the bosses can move the God player around, so make sure your weapon is strong enough to handle them and keep Ether Shroud handy. The God mode player can also take damage from some of the bosses, so make sure they also have their own perks to help out, and they'll also need to get kills themselves or they'll be kicked for inactivity. Solo players can also farm kills by going to the small islands. Zombies will spawn on one side of the island and then run over to the other side to pile up, so you can use this to farm kills and go through the rounds. If you head into a game with squad field turned on, you can just tell the players that are in there about this God mode and they'll probably want to do it with you, or try asking for help in our Discord linked in the description. Some of the blueprints in the game look amazing, and you can own these blueprints for free by using a very simple glitch. Some of the blueprints you get may be unreleased, and you can use these blueprints to buy unreleased bundles early. The items in the bundle may not function properly until they're officially added to the game, but you're able to buy them early, which is pretty crazy. To start this glitch, you will need 2 accounts and 2 controllers, since split screen is required, and you will also need some blueprints. Start up the game and then go into Zombies on the account that wants the free blueprints, and then on Controller 2, log into the other account that is helping. Using Controller 1, go into Loadouts and equip any blueprint that you own, and I'll be using the Shadowed blueprint for the Tanto. Now using Controller 2, you'll want to equip a different blueprint into the other player's loadout, and I'll be selecting the Boom Slaying blueprint. You will then need to back out of Zombies using Controller 1. Using controller 2, select Zombies and then hover over Loadout. Then select the loadout using controller 1, and you might get lucky and see a new blueprint in your class. If you combine the same blueprints I did, then you will also be able to get this store blueprint for free, and let us know in the comments some of the combinations you have found. If you put this blueprint for the PDW into player 2's loadout, then all you need to do is put the base XM4 into player 1's loadout. Then you should end up with the Gumball blueprint, which has an amazing emote and some cool tracers. The bad news is, if you remove these blueprints from your loadout, then you won't be able to equip them again since they're locked. You also can't delete these blueprints, so don't create too many of them. You can permanently save these blueprints by making one change to the weapon, but not all weapons will have blueprints, so it may take a while to find the right combinations. Once you've found a blueprint that you think is unreleased, go into multiplayer private match and then add it to your loadout, and then have a friend join the game. When you're killed with a blueprint, you will have the option to save it to your wishlist by holding the Y or triangle button. If the blueprint came from a bundle, then it will appear in the wishlist, and if you were able to find an unreleased blueprint, then the unreleased bundle it came from will become available to buy. You can do this glitch using an alt account, or just have your friend give the bundle to you. And if you want people to do this glitch with, then you can try asking for help in the comments, or join our Discord linked in the description. Hopefully this video has helped you guys out, and we have more glitches on the way, so be sure to subscribe. If you made it this far into the video, then say the secret word, extreme, in the comments. Thanks for the amazing support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao!